Okay, let's go ahead and get this one done. Day 226, I believe. 225, I didn't have time to edit it or put it together from the GoPro. I uploaded it, and I thought I uploaded it to my editing thing, but it didn't, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So this may hit the streets before day 225 or whatever. Uh, so I went to see a movie, that new Bullet Train one. It was the review on it, man, it was just too campy. It was nothing but camp and flashbacks that weren't great flashbacks to explain everything that was going on. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain it, but I liked it, but critically, it was a piece of crap. Uh, got the XTool D1 Pro 20 watt. Got it working today. Got it put together, but actually like made it work today and everything since I did the other printer on the Mr. Carve M3 yesterday printer. What was I going to talk about? Yeah, some interesting stuff about it. I don't know if this is good or bad because I have the M1 and the M1. First of all, a lot of things are talking about the improvements for the D1. Well, the D1 came out after the M1, technically. It hit the streets. D1 hit the streets first, but the M1 was in, as far as I know, thought before. They could have been thinking about the D1 before then because they did the M1 as a Kickstarter. The biggest thing I like about the M1 is you have the camera, so you know where your engraving, cut, anything else is going to be. There may be a little bit of parallax, which I'm hoping they'll work on some. I don't know if they can, because one of the things that they did do is the camera is like at the back, so you get that little parallax thing. But at least it's like really easy to frame your stuff up. Speaking of framing, I have an issue with framing. Um, I could not frame, but I was able to do some laser engraving / cutting. The thing is, for the framing, I don't know why there's a CF card that nowhere in the instructions that I could see. I need to go back again. Did it say to insert the thing? I had to search forever to find the little bitty slot. You can just barely find it. Once I put that in there, it's fine. I don't know what I did with it, but at 20 watts, that thing, it doesn't mark metal, it engraves metal. So that 20 watt is powerful. Uh, so I can't wait to get the DA2 together and use it on there. It may be another day before I do that. I'm starting to see a little bit of disappointment with myself that they should have talked about this, because when they introduced the DA2 and had the pre-orders and everything, they contacted folks. It's like, oh, I mean, later, after the fact, oh, yeah, this won't work on the M1. Okay. So you have to get the M1 version. Okay. So I get the M1 version. It arrived a couple of days prior to this, or at least this D1 arriving. You know, it's the exact same. There is nothing different. The only difference is a connector. You know how easy it is to say, oh, the D1 that they were saying they were working on, they'll ship out a month or two later. All it was a damn connector and an upgrade to the laser creative, whatever, the software. So I'm thinking here, it was nothing but a Canon plug thing. It's the same damn thing. And I'm kind of pissed off because I've now purchased two DA2 Pros. That's just tragic. And at no point in any of their stuff, any of their live streams, nothing, have they come out and gone, oh yeah, if you have the one for X, Y, and Z, all you need is this little cable. That's the difference. That's all it is. It's the same damn thing. No difference. So anybody out there who's like looking at an M1 or has an M1 and got the DA2 and they're looking about to get the D1 Pro for something, or vice versa, I don't know what their game is, but they need to put out the cables or just put all of the cables in the same box. It was, I don't know. It was just dumb to put the thing out, and then say it doesn't work on the M1, but we're working on it in the future. Then you just put on hold for the M1 version. The M1 version comes, and I see the D1 version, and I'm looking at it, it's like, what the heck? I mean, I'm looking through the instructions. The instructions outright say the only difference is the plug. And I mean, like, not both ends. One end of the plug is the same on the D1 and the M1, and the other end of the plug is the Canon plug for the M1, or the, I don't know which is one of the white things, connector. So what if they got some other fool like me to buy two of them? Haven't really done any wood cutting yet. Only reason I really like the D1, or just getting it, I probably shouldn't have even got it, is the ability for the extension rail. Because once I get the extension rail in there, it's just the right size to do doormats. And I'll come up with another one that I could do, which is like, whoa, look at this. You know, like when people at the title company and stuff, and they're signing and got that giant key, just sold or just bought a house, that kind of crap. That's cool. What if it was personalized to someone? Well, with the extension kit and this sucker, I can make one. All I need to do is just get wood, cut it into, you know, the requisite parts where I'm going to make the thing. Just have the pattern, knock that sucker out, boom, just sold. Have your dress hall, all that stuff, and you take it home with you. So that's what I'm looking at right now. As far as anything else going on, I'll just come up with it when I come up with it. As far as the real estate business goes, tomorrow I need to find out if I'm closing on that one with the cash buyer. These cash buyers, I should have known something on Thursday. The title company was like, well, we don't want to like do this or schedule this and any of this stuff until we find out if they're closing. So they know something. They knew something. They knew that these guys pull this shit at the last minute. And they supposedly had a meeting to see if we're going forward. They didn't get back with me, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. So Monday, I got to go follow up, figure that out, then go scrambling around. Then there was a guy I was supposed to call yesterday or Friday. I couldn't. Friday, I just got too busy worrying about this whole thing with the one I'm supposed to be closing next week. And then yesterday, it was the whole thing with the dog. And this is where it gets worse. I don't know if the dog caught something from somebody or some other dog or puppy or something. He ended up with explosive diarrhea yesterday. He comes up into the master bedroom, and I'm just looking at him, and he just does this thing, you know, like a dog is about to take a crap, and it just like sprays out. But that's not the worst part. He just starts walking like just spraying while walking, doing that little dog I'm about to take a crap little thing. He just walks across the floor spraying it. And I don't know how sick this dog was, but holy crap. It was, oh man, it was stinky. Stanky. Woo, I'm still surprised after cleaning everything up that it did not like permeate the sheets and the bedding and the mattress itself. It was that strong. I mean, you couldn't go in that room. It was like you needed a gas mask to go in that room. And then my wife comes to me like, so he just came upstairs and he peed and pooed? I'm like, no, I just saw him poo. And he's like, no, he peed in the bathroom. So, I don't know. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Already took one Spanish today, Babel, taking another tonight in about, an hour. I gotta get something food in me. Haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. Oh, by the way, here's one. When we dropped the dog off on Friday, it was morning time, so I dropped by and got some breakfast and had the iced coffee. Well, there was a hell of a lot more ice. I couldn't even put my straw in the thing. So today I was telling my wife, you know what? I want you to order that coffee with no ice. Fortunately, they complied. So we got it without ice, and I just added my own ice later. So I ended up with about 4 or 5. I mean, I'm serious. I took 2 good sips, and the coffee was gone. But this coffee lasted me an hour. So there's your tip for you. If you're really going to hack it, ask for a cup of water or a cup of ice water or ice if they'll give it to you. Have them put that stuff that's coffee by itself, the iced coffee. If you have to get the ice water, pour the water out and pour it in. I'm telling you, they are ripping you off with that stuff, especially as much as they charge. Well, that's what I got for the day. Let me go on to get myself some food, and I'm going to try to be a little bit better next week. I'm going to see you guys.